Hi, everybody. Welcome to Piercing the Veil.
And happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday. Welcome in, everybody.
Welcome in. So tonight we have Gary Pops. Everybody loves calling him Pops. Spike
Gary
Senior.
Pops.
He's a moderator in everybody's chats, and everybody knows him. And puts on, he goes to all these great camping events and puts them on and helps out with everybody. And so we'll get into all that. We'll let Gary tell all that, but I just want to let you guys know, in case you didn't see the thumbnail, that's Gary's with us tonight.
And he's the king moderator. He can mod 8 channels at the same time. Nobody knows how he does it.
That's magic.
Everyone knows Gary.
It's magic.
And we've been trying to get him on our show, and he just went, "Nah, you don't want me on your show." I went, "Yeah, we do." "No, you don't want me on my show." No. So we finally got him on our show today, and I'm excited.
Yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be fun talking to Gary. I mean, we've watched him on other people's podcasts, and we've known him for quite a while now. We're friends on Facebook and all this, so we thought, we need to get him on here. We need to twist his arm. And
I think we've known Gary for about 4 years now. So everyone knows Gary.
Everybody knows Gary.
So he's just called Pops. Everyone calls him Pops. So before I get way behind, I'm going straight to the top. Get everybody at the beginning. All right. It says StreamYard. All right. We got Andrew. That was quite a while ago. We've got Coley. She came in this afternoon. She's in now. Got TKB Jim. We've got Cindy, Denise, Wendell. We got Sharon. We got Pops, of course. And we got Blazer. Everyone knows Blazer. I see Harold. Lori Ladd, the famous flamethrower lady. Mill, WD-40. Keep on going. There's Coley again. There's Val. Welcome in, Val. Am I getting down the bottom? Come on.
I don't know.
Val, Coley, Gemini. And Lori Ladd again.
Did you get Bigfoot Dwarf?
I don't see him yet. There's a Denise. Gene Hudson. Hey, Gene. Welcome in. There's Bobby. There's Brian from the UK. Hey, welcome in, Brian. And I see your little chicken lips up there. I love those chicken lips. Amanda, welcome in. I don't see Dwarfy yet. Where's Dwarfy? There's Roger.
I see him.
Oh, I'm getting there. I'm scrolling down. There's Dwarfy. Welcome in, Dwarfy. And then we got Bimora. Val. Now, am I caught up yet? Amanda. Harold. I'm caught up. Nope, no, I'm not. I'm still scrolling. Still scrolling. Am I miss anybody? There's TKB. There's Carrie. Welcome in, Carrie. I'm caught up. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
All right. Well, I was just going to make a little brief announcement that, did the wrong thing.
Uh-oh.
That tomorrow is May 4th. So in case anybody wants to celebrate Star Wars Day, tomorrow is May 4th. May the 4th be with you.
May the 4th be with you. And C. Duke, how did I miss you? Hi, C. Duke. Welcome in.
Yeah.
I see people saying C. Duke, and I went, I didn't see C. Duke. Welcome in, C. Duke. There's Kyle. Welcome in, Kyle. Yeah, May the 4th be with you.
And then I got one more thing. And I did this today. If I can get her up here.
Dum, dum, dum. Oh, I love it.
Let me take this down. So I made a new design for, we're always talking about people calling us Midwest Night Stalkers and all this stuff. And I was thinking of doing a rabbit hole logo. And then they thought, well, you know what? We have corn here in the Midwest and everywhere else in the United States. Let's be stalking the cornrows. They make Midwest Night Watchers. So we're probably going to put this on a t-shirt. So
I want it on a hoodie.
that'll be in our merch store here coming up. And
then we can say we own the cornrows.
Yeah. I don't want to do that, but well, we could be Midwest Night Stalkers and maybe going down the cornrows. I don't know, but I kind of like this. I like that logo.
Or someone chat the other night said Midwest Corn Stalkers.
Yeah. I mean, there's so many different ways you can go with that. And
that's cool. So that hopefully that'll be in our shop here soon.
Yep. And then Lori Ladd sent me a picture with her wearing our t-shirt, getting pictures done.
Oh.
And so that was good. So Friday night, we'll probably show that and the stuff people send us. So we'll do that on the Night Owl Lounge. And
I just thought it was a photo of her shopping for a new flamethrower or something.
Yeah. I sent her some stuff like that. So I don't know. She might end up getting one. Who knows?
Gary's going, no flamethrower. No flamethrower.
So speaking of that, let's go ahead and bring Gary up.
Yeah.
Hi, Gary.
Hey, Pops.
Hey, how are y'all?
Doing good. We're so glad you came on tonight.
Well, thanks for letting me and asking me so many times.
It's like, come on, Gary. And you're like, oh, I don't think you guys really want me. And then you're on the Cryptid Huntress. You're on Coley's show. It's like, Gary, we've asked you like a long time ago.
Yeah, it kind of got lost in the mail, I guess.
Yeah, that's all right.
We finally got you.
You're here now.
Yeah, and if you make a t-shirt with that logo on it, I'm gonna get one. I love that.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be a good one.
I make up so many designs just sitting in my chair at night watching podcasts or whatever I'm doing. And it's like it's hard for me to pick ones, but that one just came to my head today after we were talking about it. And it's like, you know what? I'm going to make this one. So that one came out really good.
I like that one. That's cool. And I'll definitely wear that t-shirt too.
Yeah, that's a cool one. Yeah, we kept talking about nobody can say our name right. So we might as well change it to Midwest Night Stalkers or something like that.
Well, I don't think we'll ever change the Midwest Night Watchers, but we'll probably still incorporate Night Stalkers into our stuff sometimes. I like that.
If you ever make a sticker of it, it'll go on my back window.
Oh, we got stickers. We can send you some stickers.
Yeah.
I've gotten my back windows nearly covered with stickers.
Oh,
that's awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah, what's bad is I'm gonna lose them all when I get another truck.
Oh no.
Oh no. You're gonna have to take a photo of it.
I've got to put pictures of it, but there's some of them that's irreplaceable. I can't find them anywhere.
Oh no.
The majority of them I can get to replace them, and put them on a new truck, but some of them that's not. There's Jessica right there.
Yeah,
there's the devil.
Yeah. And War Criminal, Tina, Val. Anyone else we missed coming in?
Catherine's fabulous 60s.
Yep, Catherine.
Catherine.
Well, we'll have to start when you get ready to get a new truck, we'll have to start announcing everybody send you stickers so you can start covering it again.
Yeah.
Or I'll pick them up when I do the traveling. Because you know me, I want to keep traveling as long as my body's able. God will let me.
Yeah.
One of these days we're gonna make it up y'all's way.
Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah. That'd be nice.
Yeah, right now we just LBL in Alabama. And we're actually talking about trying to get up towards Iowa for Coley.
Oh yeah.
Sometime later this summer.
She's like an hour or so away from us.
We'll see if we get up there and get in between y'all and y'all can just join us.
I think she's maybe about 2. I think it takes an hour and a half to get to Quad Cities. So I think she's like a half an hour or so further. So yeah, about 2 hours away from each other. She's in a cornfield, and so are we.
Yeah.
So
Then Jessica
what
said
year?
she's gonna get a trip to Oklahoma for me to take everybody down to Brown Springs.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
You never know if we get our animal and pet situation taken care of. We just might show up at a camp out or start visiting people because we just like you. We have friends all over the U.S. now because of these podcasts that we want to go visit. We want to go visit Jessica and you and Coley and Brown Dwarf and Robin M out in California, and we could just get a motorhome and just tour the whole country. I think.
Yeah. Well, that's what I thought when I bought this trailer. I bought me a new camping trailer, but then the pickup broke down, so I'm gonna have to get a pickup too.
So you never know. We might show up at one of your meet and greets. You just never know.
That would be great. I'd love for y'all to show up and meet you in person.
Now, if we can't find a pet sitter, we'll just bring 50 chickens and 4 goats with us. So that's okay.
Actually, and not that it would be any big event or anything. I thought about going out to the fairgrounds and asking them if I could rent a weekend and just do a Midwest Night Watchers. Just have everybody. I mean, there's plenty of rooms there for
camp. Yeah,
for campers and tents and all kinds of stuff. There's restrooms right there and showers and.
And see, that's what they do here. We got the Chickasaw tribe's got a place over 20 miles from here. And that's what they do. They rent it out. They have rodeos. They have monster truck shows, all kinds of stuff there. And there's places there where you can camp. You put your trailers and camp, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah, that sounds like ours. We got truck and tractor pulls and horse racing and stuff like that. And there's a big place everybody has camp outs. There's good Sam's Club that goes all over the place. The retired guys, they go out there for like a Memorial Day weekend and fill up the place. Go around town and collect all the garage sale stuff, and so yeah, it's a nice place for camping out and having a meetup.
I'm a member of the Good Sam's Club because I just bought this trailer. And
Nice.
Yeah, it's a brand new 26 camper.
Or our little town's on that schedule.
Well, I hadn't got to go to any of them yet because, like I said, my truck broke down, and right now the camper's even in the shop from manufacturers. Problems that they got to fix.
Wow. That makes it rough, don't it?
Yeah, I got to make 3 trips and then had to take it back for them to manufacturing defaults.
Wow. That's horrible.
Yeah. That's that way you buy anything new any nowadays. You're going to end up having to get stuff fixed. Yeah, War Criminal saw it. A lot of them at LBL saw it.
That was a big meetup. You guys had like what, 130, 140 show up this time?
Oh, we really don't know.
Wow.
Supposed to have been over 150. But,
wow. Yeah, that was a big meetup this time.
Well, we had 131 signed in last time down in Alabama.
Wow.
And not everybody signed in. But yeah, this one was even bigger. But they've changed the rules so much at LBL that it made it a little bit different this time. But that's all right. Everybody had a good time. There's no drama. It was great.
Nice.
Everybody enjoys visiting with each other. A lot of good people came. Martin
Groves.
Martin Groves came. Barton Nunley came.
Jessica even showed up.
Jessica, Coonbo. A lot of them showed up. Yeah, War was there.
And the best thing is, Lori didn't burn down LBL.
That's right. Lori wasn't allowed a flamethrower.
So some people might be going, what are they talking about? Well, Lori Ladd was threatening a flamethrower so she can kill spiders. And Gary would not allow the flamethrower to go with because she was going to burn down Gary's tent. Yeah. So it's a little private joke in our community right now.
I I sent her a link to a little tiny flamethrower. It's for those little camp stove Coleman. So I think that one would be okay because it doesn't shoot out 6 to 8 feet out from it. It's just a little tiny one.
Yeah, but that's enough to burn up the place.
Oh, no.
She wasn't
You'd be
even
fine.
allowed to
You'd
air
be
spray
fine.
in a lighter.
Yeah. Funny, her lighter disappeared and she ended up with mine. Even though I quit smoking, I still carry a lighter. And she ended up with my lighter.
Oh.
I guess I could have just sent her a nice can of aerosol hairspray. She could have had a torch anyway.
Yeah, there's a joke about that too. Andrew Gnomes was supposed to put one at the entrance to LBL so she could get it. But the trouble is, he didn't say which entrance, and there's several entrances. Oh, it's been a running joke with Lori the whole time, but it's been fun. It was hilarious.
I laugh every time I hear it.
Sound like a good old time.
Yeah,
Anyway,
we had fun.
Show up.
So do you have another meet and greet or camp out scheduled coming up for this fall or anything?
Not at the moment. We don't have anything like that scheduled now. I'll be going to. Now I've got 2 business partners. Bigfoot Fans 33 and her best friend Martha. Bigfoot Fans 33 is the one that come out of Missouri and picked me and the trailer up and went and picked up Lori and went on into Kentucky. That's the kind of friend she is.
Mm-hmm.
When my truck broke down, she took care. She made sure we got to go.
That's awesome.
But we'll be going. We'll be setting up. We went to Texas. That was the first trip with the new camper. Then we went to the Bigfoot Festival. There's a second trip. And then we went to LBL. And in October, we'll be going to the Honabi Bigfoot Festival. It's 3 days now.
Wow.
We set up down there as a vendor. And we'll be going to it. And we're trying to get some things set up in between now and then. We're probably going to try to get something set up down in Alabama in June. If nothing else, just go down there camping.
That'd be a good time.
Yeah, it's June's a little hot, but it ain't as bad as July or August.
Well,
Last year,
we can't predict the weather now. We had 80 degrees in March and April, and we're going, this is July weather. What's going on?
Same here.
Wow.
And then all of a sudden the temperature just falls, the bottom falls out of it.
Yeah.
Yep.
We have been hot down the cold. It's unbelievable.
Well,
we went from 80 some degrees to the next day being a freeze warning.
Yeah, it did the same here. But last year was down there in June, and what's bad is I was down there for a week, and Saturday was the Bigfoot conference, and we were all up to the conference an hour away from where we were camping, and I'd gone up there for that conference, and all of a sudden a storm come up.
Jeez.
I mean, it stormed big time. There was trees and big limbs down on the highway.
Wow.
Everything else trying to get back down to the camping area. The whole way I was praying not to let it tear up the campgrounds.
Mm-hmm.
And I got there and it just rained a little bit. God answered the prayers.
Wow.
But it was bad, boy. I mean, a bad storm come up.
Wow.
Yeah, you just can't predict what, because we had one storm. We had tornado warnings in the area that morning. And by that night, before midnight, it was snowing.
Yeah.
And that's when we went 80 degrees all the way down like 20 something in the freezing.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? Tornadoes to blizzards.
Yeah, it got up in the 90s here and then back down into the 40s that night.
Oh.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Lori said, ask about me getting bit by the spider in the truck.
Yeah. See, if you would have her flamethrower, that wouldn't have happened.
Yeah.
she had one fell down on her, and what it was baby spiders. And it fell down on her, and she like come unglued. And then I'm sitting up there, and one fell down on me, and I just killed it. Then a little while later, one fell down on my arm and bit me.
Oh no! I can just picture Lori right now. Damn you, Jane! We're not even at LBL yet, and we're already seeing spiders.
Yeah, she was. She was getting all over you because you cursed her with spiders.
Sorry, Lori.
She said she knew you used them singing bowls to conjure up them spiders. It was hilarious.
Oh, poor Lori.
It was really had a good time though, and we got activity. That was the main thing. That, no, dude, we had a blast. You could never find her or Cindy, either one. They was always out hugging somebody. I think everybody there got a hug from them.
Aww.
Some of them 2 or 3 times.
I want a hug from Lori.
Well, that's what you heard part of on Coley's show a while ago. That's what Cindy and I were talking about.
Yeah.
And both of our near-death experience changed us.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one way it changed us. Was I used to wouldn't hug anybody. Forget it. You come towards me wanting a hug, and I'm running. But I'm not that way now. I'll hug you back, even guys.
Aww.
And Cindy will hug everybody she sees. It changed her that much.
Wow.
That's how much a near-death experience will change you.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And most people, it makes them very spiritual, and
Yeah.
you become a different person.
No, I love watching
Absolutely.
YouTube on near-death experiences.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I think I talked over you.
I think I talked over you.
Couldn't understand either one of you.
I said, I love watching YouTube near-death experiences and just what they go through and how they've changed. Like you said, it really makes them change.
Yeah. I mean, I was trying to live right before that. But when I had my heart attack and I realized how close to death I was, it made an entirely different person out of me.
Mm.
And that's why Cindy. Cindy actually got to meet Jesus,
Oh, wow.
and it really changed her.
Oh,
She's one of the sweetest gals you'll ever meet. I can't believe she's not in chat. She probably fell asleep.
I saw her. Yeah, I saw her earlier at the very beginning, but it was before the show started. So one question I have is, how many years have you been on YouTube and moderating? Now, we've known you for about 4 years, so you've had to have been doing this longer than that.
Well, I think I started I think it was 20 or 21.
20 or 21? Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I've been in, no, it was longer than that. Because I was with Tex when he first started his show. And that was, I think that was 17 or 18.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
That, I've been,
moderators.
yeah. I've been around Bigfoot all my life. And, but I did not realize, I just ignored it, put it that way. I ignored what it was doing to me. I ignored the feelings I had about it until my son had one looking in the pickup and scared him to death.
Oh,
I mean, it was 18 inches from him. He was in there asleep, and he woke up staring straight at it. And that woke me up, and I got to look, getting into the podcast and everything. learning more about them, even though I've been around them all my life. And to give you an example, the big men, the clan that's, I call them my family. The big man watched over my great grandma, my grandmother, my mom, my youngest aunt, and then he's watched over me all my life. If we've got it figured right, he's over 300 years old.
Wow.
They don't go by years, they go by seasons, and they don't have 4 seasons like we do. They just have 2. But if we figured it right, he's over 300 years old. And Mama, his mate, is over 100. He stands 16 foot tall.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
And if you don't believe me, ask Coonbo Baker. Coonbo saw his eye shine. And when he went and looked, this is the words he used. He on the show after well, that's a different story, but he stayed here for 2 days while I was in the hospital. And he said he looked out and seen eye shine back on the back side. The next day he went down there and when he was on the show the next weekend, he said, when Gary Spike says he's got a big one on his place, you best believe him. It is big. That's his words. But I've got a pole, my electric pole right here behind the house is 16 foot tall because I measured it. And that's how tall the big man is. He's as tall as that electric pole.
Wow. Yeah, because here up in Canada, they get up to 16, 20 some foot. Yeah. Around here in the U.S., you don't really hear of them that big necessarily.
Right. Yeah, there's some around, and they're more than people think. They just don't see them.
Mm-hmm.
They're the best hide and seek players there is. And there's a lot more of the tall ones around. You just don't see them that much. But yeah, according to all the reports, average is about 7, 8 foot tall.
Mm-hmm.
But like Gene said, you don't hear them that big, but they are all over. And yes, they are. We know they are. Big man told me he's not even the biggest around.
Oh my!
And here a while back, I had I never can think of that word. It's not where you leave your body, but you do leave your body.
Astral travel?
Yes. Thank you. Astral projection.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I projected out and I met the whole family.
Oh, wow.
I've always wanted to meet him and shake his hand, and I've told him that over and over. And he won't let me see him in person because he's afraid that even though I know him and know how big he is, he's afraid it'll cause my heart to quit.
Okay.
But he did let me astral project and meet the family. His hand is so big, it covers my whole head.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
All I could do was grab his thumb like this to shake his hand. I couldn't even begin to grab his palm.
Wow.
And then Mama, I got to hug her. I shook both the boys' hands, and they stand over 8 foot tall. Baby girl is over 5 foot tall now, and I think we figured it up, she's about 4.5 years old, maybe 5.
Mm.
And I got to hug her.
No.
And then after that, they had a new baby boy.
The one from New Year's?
He's I didn't get to meet him. But I woke up at Christmas Eve.
It was Christmas Eve, yeah.
Yeah, Christmas Eve. I woke up with a picture in my head. Sometimes when they talk to you, it's through words. It'll be pictures. You don't know how they're going to speak to you. But I woke up with a picture in my head with him standing there holding his hand like this, and it looked like a mouse in his palm. And he just kept saying tiny, tiny.
Mm.
because it was 2 months early, and it liked to kill mama. But she's still not fully recuperated, but she's doing better. Still not fully recuperated. Baby is, last I heard, the baby was setting up. So they're getting better.
Good.
Yeah, Gene says they can walk in your dreams. They can pull you from your dreams to other places, and that's what he done. He knew how bad I wanted to meet him.
Mm-hmm.
So he did that.
Wow.
Now up here, let's see. It was Standing Stones. It says, Gary, do they go in between dimensions?
Mine doesn't. I'm not going to say they all don't because I don't know, but my clan doesn't.
Okay.
They are a people just like we are. I don't care what people say, humans say. They are a people just like we are.
Mm-hmm.
They're just a different race of a people.
I agree.
They don't want technical. At one time, we had the same abilities they've got.
Right. They've dumbed us down. Mm-hmm.
They dumbed us down, and technology has ruined us.
Yep.
But we had the same abilities that they've got. And I know I hear people talk about, well, it just disappeared. It was right there and then it just disappeared. That don't mean that they're stepping into a portal. That just means that they're cloaked.
Right.
I never believed in cloaked until a couple of years ago. And I actually saw one that was cloaked. Now I know they cloaked. But they do. They say, well, their footprints just disappear. It's just because they cloaked.
Mm-hmm.
That's not because they stepped into a portal. To give you a good example, let me get a drink.
All right. Yep, you go ahead and get a drink.
They down at Brown Springs. And I didn't get to send you the pictures because when my phone locked up, I lost all my pictures. I've just got a few. I sent you what few I've got now.
Right.
But it come out, I had throw lines set down on the river. And I went down there and checked them, and there wasn't any kind of tracks or anything. 2 hours later, I went back down there to check those throw lines again, and there's a set of tracks coming up out of the river. Now, this is in the early spring, and that water is still cold. There ain't no way a person walked up out of that river. The tracks was 12 inches long because I put my boot right beside it, and my boot was exactly 12 inches. The steps were 4 foot apart, and there was 7 of them, and they sunk in about that deep in the mud.
Wow.
And where I was stepping wasn't even, and I weighed 200 pounds then, wasn't even going in a quarter inch. But the 7 steps up onto the hard pan, and it just disappeared.
Yeah.
And I walked right up there to that. If there had been a portal there, I'd have walked into the portal. There was no portal. He just cloaked and he went on up out of the riverbed. And then that night he come up, it was a juvenile. At night we saw him 3 times in camp. I was sitting at the fire and everybody else was around the fire. And I said, we got company. That's all I said. I didn't point or nothing. They said, what is it? And I said, right over in the trail going to the river, there's one standing there. He's 8 foot tall. The reason we know that, so the next day he measured the limbs. And we found where he took a limb and just snapped it in 2 places and laid it on the ground there. And then a little bit later, my son stepped to the side of camp to take care of business. He said, Dad, come here. I walked over and he said, what's that? I said, looks like a stump. He turned around to say something to the other guys, and all of a sudden that stump took off. I said, no, that wasn't a stump. It just took off to the north.
I've heard so many stories like that. So many people see a stump and stand up and walk away. Yeah.
Well, later that night, it run right through camp. My son was sleeping in the cab of my pickup, and it ran right through camp.
Oh, my.
So we saw it 3 times that night, and it's the one that walked up out of the river. He come from the Texas side of the river. And well, right down here behind my house, my son called me one night. He was camping down there. He said, I need you down here. He was scared to death. And this guy's in his 30s. So I went down there, And on the way down there, I stopped to smoke a cigarette. That's when I was still smoking. I was sitting there watching, and I seen there was a white bucket between me and my son, and all of a sudden it disappeared and then come back into view.
Wow.
So I walked on down there, and we're standing down there, and he said, they're picking on me. And then he said, what's that? And I looked over and I go, it's a stump. And I did a double take. I said, no, that ain't a stump. This thing was 4 foot tall and 4 foot wide, and that stump is 2 foot tall and 2 foot wide. And what we were looking at was black, and the stump's gray.
Oh.
By the time we heard a knock to the north, so we turned and looked that way. And when we looked back, that stump was gone. It was back to the regular stump. And then play that howl if you would, girl.
Yeah.
Warning, if you have a dog in your room, turn your volume down.
Jane, mute. Jane, mute.
All right.
Gene's clan don't. I will. Gene's clan don't like to hear it.
When it's over. Poor Gene.
They later that night he had recorder set out. Later that night he recorded this.
Yeah, I've heard this before.
Some of the people haven't heard it.
Hang on 1 second.
So yeah, if you have a dog in the room, the dog might react. Or a cat run out of the room. I might play it on a microphone in the backfield camera tonight and see what happens.
All right, here we go. Now, let me know if you can hear this.
I can.
Yeah, it was a little soft though.
Did you hear the growl in between them?
Yes.
Okay, I'll explain that. Are you gonna play it again, or is that all?
No, I can play it again if you want. I don't know if everybody. I think they said they can hear it.
Play it one more time, and then I'll let Gene know.
Wow.
Barbara's pup woke up.
All right, there you go.
That ain't no coyote.
No, I had several people say that's a dog man, and I said no, it's not a dog man. And the reason I know that is because Big Man told me. He said his two boys was over here pestering my son while he was camping, and he hollered at them to come leave my boy alone. And that growl that you hear is one of the boys growling because he didn't want to quit pestering my son. Every time my son comes down here, they pester him. They don't like my son. And the big man will not watch over my kids like he did me. Unless he watches over my grandkids, I'll be the last generation he watches over.
That audio reminded me of one of my experiences a couple years ago. That, you know, we're like 1.5 miles from the Illinois River, and there's a farm down there also, and there's field. We got fields all over, and she's got miniature donkeys down there, and she does breed quarter horses and stuff. She got chickens and everything. But when the donkey goes off at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, you can hear this whoop, 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 whoop. Well, that wasn't coyotes. I could tell that they were, and the donkey's going hee-haw, hee-haw. You know, I could tell, okay, they're down there messing. And then a field over, closer to the factory, I heard similar, like that, oh, gut-wrenching low. That donkey shut up. Whatever was messing with the donkey shut up. And, I mean, the whole neighborhood just shut up for a while. But, yeah, that reminded me of similar what I heard. Like he was telling them to knock it off. It was cool.
Gene, I think I think it was in 20 or 21, but I don't remember for sure.
20 or 21. Wow.
Yeah, I can't remember anymore. My memory's getting shot. But that
Dreams.
down there at Brown Springs, and what's funny is it's the same time every time. Every time we've ever gone to Brown Springs camping, you'll hear a hard howl, and you know it ain't no coyote.
Right.
And then the coyotes will start up immediately after.
Mm-hmm. Or I hear whoops in the coyotes.
Well, this is just a hard one long howl, and then the coyotes start up, and it's always at the same time every time we go down there. Wow. Now that howl right there you just heard, we were down there. We had a fish fry at Brown Springs. There was, I think, about 10 or 12 people sitting around the fire after we had ate. And my adopted daughter was sitting next to me. All of a sudden, she looked at me and I looked at her, and she said, "You heard it?" I said, "Yeah, that exact howl." But nobody else heard it that night. The next night, we're all sitting there, still around the fire, same people. And everybody but one person heard it. The exact same howl that you just heard. But everybody but that one person heard it.
Oh.
So I don't know if it would have usually the big man and his boys follow me to Brown Springs. But if I go to Alabama or Kentucky, somewhere like that, they just ask the locals to watch over me.
Right.
They don't follow me.
That's neat.
Yeah, Coley, that's it. He's, like I said earlier, he stands 16 foot tall with that howl.
Wow.
He probably weighs about 12,000 pounds. I mean, 1,200 pounds.
He sounds like it.
Mm-hmm. Well, even with coyotes have this high pitch yips and screams, and you can tell a coyote. That I've heard, weird sounds around here also that can't be, we don't have wolves, but I would hear this, woo, and I'm going, that's not a coyote. What else would it be than Sasquatch making weird noises? Or when you do hear the coyotes, like you said, if you hear a list quietly, you can hear the whoop, 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 whoop along with it.
My grandson, I believe it was last summer, wanted to come up here with his family and camp for a few days. I said, okay, I'll go unlock the gate because I keep the gate locked. And it'll just be dummy locked. So I had a friend here helping me. It was right after, it wasn't last summer. It was last spring, a year ago spring, because I just had that surgery and I had to have help here, somebody here taking care of me. So we walked out there to unlock the gate, and as we were walking back, I said out loud, "Big man, my grandson and his family's coming to camp. So don't let the boys bother them, please." And I no more than got that out of my mouth. You heard a 1,000-pound owl back there hoot 3 times in the middle of the day.
Wow.
I mean, he was just right back there a little ways. He wasn't very far away. But like I said, he's always listening. He's always watching. He goes with me to Brown Springs. If I go anywhere else, he asks the locals to watch over me. I mean, I got a lot of stories from Brown Springs and from other places where he himself has saved my life twice, I know of, no 3 times. And the other cryptids have saved me several times too. Dogman has saved me. I don't care what people say. Dogman's a people just like we are, just a different race. I've got one that watches over me here. Like right now, the big man's gone. Him and his family's gone because Mama's not able to travel to get back here. So the dogman's watching over me.
Wow.
I had never seen him, and then I was mowing my back fence row, and I seen something up there, and surely not. He was about a couple 100 yards away from me. Well, when I got back to the house, I messaged Jean and asked her, and she said, "You know what you saw." I said, "I was afraid of that." She said, he's watching over you too. She said he has been for years. What's funny is my clan talks to Jean, and Jean relays it to me. And her clan usually talks to me, and I relay it to her. Now you got to remember, Jean is over 1,000 miles away too.
Yeah, she's way up northern Michigan.
Yeah, and
I think Jean's the first story I heard where she was talking about how the Dogman family clan that protects her.
Yeah,
saved her and her granddaughter. Yeah, Jean's one of my first ones hearing that Dogmen were good, and then Primal Cry and some kind of thinking, okay, so there's good and bad out there.
There is. There's bad in any species, just like there is in us. In fact, there is more bad in our race than there is in the Dogmen and the Bigfoot, because
humans.
Yeah, they don't want the attention. If you've got a bad one out there causing trouble, then the good ones are going to go take care of it because it's drawing attention to all of them. So they're going to take care of business.
And welcome in, Squirrel.
I've been trying to I'd like to get Jean to tell her stories, but she will not, and I don't blame her. I didn't for a long time, because every time we tell our stories, we get ridiculed. Even my friends ridicule me. My family called me crazy. But now a lot more people are starting to come forward, and it's not so hard to be. I mean, it's easy to say that you're not going to get ridiculed now, because there's a lot more people coming forward. No, that first time they saved my life, everybody said I was crazy. And y'all heard it on other channels, but I haven't told it here. Down at Brown Springs, I'm sitting there. It wasn't even the first time. It was, I don't know how many times we've been there. It was a couple of years after. Well, it was, 3 years ago, Gene, or 4 years did we decide it? It's 22. It was in 22, in the spring of 22. And I'm sitting in my pickup. Everybody else is going up to the cemetery. Camp is 4 miles away from the cemetery. And I'm sitting in my pickup. The fire's about to go out. And I got out to put some wood on the fire, and Jean started to say, "Where you at?" I was on the phone with her while I was doing it. She said, "I'm putting wood on the fire." She said, "Get back in your truck now and lock your doors." She said, "What's on the north side of you?" And I said, "There's a plum thicket." And then she said, "What's behind you?" And I said, "There's woods." "What's to your left?" I said, "Woods." "What's in front of you?" I said, "The road out of here." She said, "Do not leave that pickup. Start praying hard."
Wow.
And about that time, I started feeling it. My chest just started contracting, or heavy set, contracting, and just getting tighter and tighter. And it wasn't just in one spot, it was the whole chest. I want to kind of skip her a little bit here. Before it was all said and done, I thought my chest was going to explode. It was really getting that bad. And we were praying. She was praying. I was praying. And I kept saying, "Leave this camp in the name of Jesus and leave me alone." It wasn't doing any good. Finally, I got mad and I screamed out, "Satan, in the name of Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior, you leave this camp and don't come back." Instantly, my chest relaxed. And then Jean started talking to me. She said, Big Man and his 2 boys, 4 local Bigfoot and 4 local Dogmen were all praying with us.
Wow.
Wow, nice.
That's awesome.
And she just put it in the chat. But if it hadn't have been for them and all of us praying. I wouldn't have got out of there. They'd have come back from the cemetery and found me dead with my chest exploded. That's how bad it was. Well, she thinks that actually was part of what caused my heart attack, because 2 months later I did have a heart attack. I love that picture.
Wow. I love it.
Send me that wig, girl.
I thought I did, but I made it especially for you after you told some of your
Yeah.
stories.
Yeah, I thought you sent both of them to him.
But I'll send it to you again.
I'd appreciate it. Well, I got this new computer, and I don't have anything that if I got it, it's in my other computer.
All right, I'll send it to you again. But yeah, I did. I made this especially for you.
Yeah, I love it too, and it's true. They are as spiritual as we are. I'm not going to say religious. They are spiritual. They pray to God. They believe in Jesus. They believe in God just like we do, and I love that.
Mhm.
They get on their knees just like we do. Yeah.
That's awesome.
You can see what Gene said there.
Hmm.
And that's not the only time they've saved my life. In October, 2 years ago, down in Alabama. And Wendell's the one that brought this up. I got to give him credit. All I know is I'm standing there talking to a man, and next thing I know, I'm on the ground. I try to get up, and I'm back on the ground again. I passed out twice.
Mm.
And luckily we had a nurse there in camp with us. And he came up and started checking me over, and he said, call an ambulance now. So they called an ambulance. Yeah, I'm a believer, it's my cousin.
Mm.
They called an ambulance, and they took me into town to the clinic. He put 1 liter of potassium in me. He said, your potassium is critically low. I was down to 1.3, and you're supposed to be 4 and above. He said, I need to put you in a hospital. I said, no, if I'm going to the hospital, I'm going home to go in the hospital. He said, well, you're leaving against your doctor's orders. And I said, I don't care. If I'm going to the hospital, I'm going home. I said, my kids, everybody else is 13 hours away.
Mm-hmm.
So next thing I know, I'm getting a phone call, and it's Coonbo Baker. He said, we're coming to get you. This is the kind of people Coonbo and his wife are.
Mm-hmm.
They prayed about it, and God told them to help me get home. Coonbo and his wife, Sandy, drove my pickup and their pickup. They picked me up at the hospital and went back to camp, and everybody else packed up my camp and put it in the truck and trailer.
Oh, wow.
And they got me packed up. Well, we headed out, and Coonbo usually don't drive that long. And we broke down. Both our trucks broke down on the way. We had to stop and fix them. But they got me home. And that highline pole I was telling you about, Coonbo parked right next to it and plugged in. I've got electric there, and he plugged into it. Well, I went to the hospital. As soon as they got me home, I went to the hospital. They ended up putting 11 liters of potassium in me at the local hospital.
Mm.
12 liters of potassium. I was so low. And Wendell was telling me later, he said, I think they zapped you to get you to the hospital. Well, I asked the big man about it. And he said, yeah, he did. He zapped you and knocked it so hard it knocked you unconscious to get you to the hospital, because I wouldn't have made it. I was going to die right there. And I know what it's all about. I mean, it's Satan coming after me, pure and simple. But there's a little bit more to that story, too. Coonbo got his truck fixed. And they headed back home, and I met him over at Ada. Well, he had messed up his hitch, so he had to get it fixed over at Ada before he could go home. My daughter come and picked me up, and we met them there, and then they headed home, and I came home. But I've seen that question. I'll answer it in a minute.
Mhm.
That's the kind of friends that everybody needs.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I wouldn't have lived if it hadn't been for all my friends down there.
Mm-hmm.
And several other times. And there's another story about down in Alabama too. Polly Rodderman asks, what is the origin and purpose of Bigfoot on Earth, in your opinion? As I said a while ago, they are a people, and they were actually here before we were. Them and the Dogman both. I know we wouldn't heard about them. Dogman we didn't hear about until just a couple of years ago, a few years ago.
Yeah.
But they were actually here before us.
Yeah, as we go on St. Christopher, you find out that Dogman has been around, but it's just like there's always Sasquatch and other things, but it's just recently that Dogman's gotten so more popular, I guess, and more sightings of it.
Yeah. Polly, they will heal you. They watch over a lot of, not just me, they watch over a lot of people. They've healed a lot of people. They've saved a lot of people's lives. They're just like us, but they want to be left alone. They don't want all the technology. Now, we're their entertainment. That's why they come look through the windows and watch us, because we're their entertainment.
That's when I started noticing them around. I was out in the backyard doing flute, drums, my handpan, and I started feeling like, I feel like something's watching me. And you can feel their presence around. And so I guess I was drawing them in with all the instruments and stuff that I was doing in the backyard. I was entertaining them.
I call it a gift. Some people don't, but I call it a gift. I can feel where they're at. If they're there, I can feel where they're at. I don't always see them, but I can feel them. Just like down at Dogman Ranch one day, I was the first one there. I was talking to Jean, of course, on the phone. And she said, there's one over there to your right. I said, yeah, I know. I can't see him, but I know he's there. She said, is there a cliff there? And I said, yep. Said, there's a cliff in front of me, and there's one on top of it, too. She said, yeah, there is. And I said, there's also one behind me in the woods. She said, yep, there is. And that night, one come up, we were sitting around a campfire, and sitting there, and all of a sudden I said, well, we got company again. And they said, what? And I said, there's a Dogman standing right over by that tree. Not 30 foot away, there's one standing there by the tree. The next morning, I showed the impressions, everybody, the impressions of where he stood and the impressions of where he walked into that tree. They say Dogmen are bad. If that's the case, everybody that goes to Dogman Ranch should be dead.
Right.
Right.
Because every time we're down there, we're surrounded by anywhere from 5 to 7 of them. And they're not bad. They want to be left alone. They're just curious. But Gene said on that trip right there, while I was talking to Gene, she said, your big man asked that Alpha down there to work on healing you. Well, when the Bigfoot is working on you, on me anyway, might be different for other people. When they're working on me, it's just a slight pressure on my chest. I can feel it front and back. It's not like having a heart attack. It's just a pressure.
Right.
But when that Dogman worked on me that night, it felt like electricity going through my body all night long.
Wow.
Wow.
But I got up the next morning feeling better than I had in 2 years. I didn't jump and run because I'm not capable of that, but I felt better than I had in 2 years. But it felt like electricity going through me all night long. And they're healers. Well, not all of them, but a lot of them are healers. And they'll heal you if you let you. And they'll help you if you let them. But if you don't, she said that I warned you that Dogman heals different than forest people. And they do. And don't get me wrong, I'm not griping about it. I loved it. That's the only way I know to describe it, is it felt like electricity going through me all night long. And I woke up feeling good for a change, instead of getting up, not being able to move and hurting so bad I can't stand myself.
I bet it was a certain frequency.
Yeah. I think it is too.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just my opinion. Now, everything I say is either my opinion or my experiences.
Right.
I don't. Big Man has told me things. Gene has told me things, which I know what Gene tells me is right too because I verify it. But I don't go out here and make this stuff up just to come tell everybody. As you know, I didn't even. It took this long for you to get me on your shows. I didn't. Only reason I even started getting on the shows because I got tired of hearing the bad side all the time, and I wanted to show the good side.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Now,
You know, it's just like in any other field, whether it's paranormal, UFO,
Yep.
you get into Bigfoot, Dogman. Not everybody's experience is going to be the same.
Right.
They deal with each individual person and have a personal relationship on how they act and interact with them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's the way it should be. Is everything is different, but so many people want to put it in this category. Oh no, you're lying because they didn't do this, they didn't do that, they didn't bluff charge you. Just because they bluff charge you, that just means they want you to leave. They don't want you there. That's not mean they're going to be hurting you. And same way with throwing rocks. They can kill a partridge in the air with a rock. So do you think that if they throw a rock and it hits in your camp or in front of you, you think they were throwing it at you? No. If they were throwing it at you, you would have been hit and you'd be dead. Because they can throw with accuracy. Baby girl. Until a year ago, September, I lived in my fifth wheel out here in the yard and let my daughter and her family live in my house. And baby girl would come up here and throw acorns at the trailer to try to get me to come outside. Well, one day I wasn't feeling good anyway. And I said, baby girl, if you hit one of these windows, you know I'm going to be upset. Because she was hitting right below the window. So she started throwing them around back. She'd go around back. The trailer had a slope like this on the roof. She'd throw it at the back of the trailer and it would go up and then roll back down. I went outside and let her see me. I didn't get to see her, of course, because Daddy would have got mad. I went outside and let her see me. Then I went back in. A little while later, she's doing it again. So I walked outside and I said, baby girl, I know you want me out here, but I don't feel good. I'm not going to come out again. And I went back in the house and she quit for the night. She didn't bother me. She didn't bother me anymore. I mean, they feel just like we do. If you don't feel good, they can sense it. But she even now, I'm not going to say anywhere near where, but they're down south because Mama had the baby when they were traveling. And baby girl still wants to come back up here just to see me. I mean, I love her just as much as she loves me, but, you know, they're my family. Yeah, Gene said that. What Gary isn't saying is he was stopping breathing and she was worried about him.
Oh.
They all were. I quit breathing quite a bit. But they will listen. If you tell them, if you lay the rules down, they will listen. And unless it's a rogue, they will obey those rules. But you got to respect them for them to respect you. If you don't respect them, forget it. That's why I don't like my son, because he don't respect them. He just goes out and wanders through the woods and everything else, and he don't respect them.
Right.
When I go out, even going camping in a camping area, we've had activity everywhere. We've camped in camping areas. And I tell them, we're not here to bother you. We're just here to enjoy each other's company and relax. If you want to show yourself, that's fine. If not, that's fine. Well, to give you an example, down here at Texas, first trip with my new camper, we're sitting there in that camping area. It's a lake, and the camping area is all around, all around it. And we're sitting there around the fire eating. No, we didn't have fire. It was fire ban. We was just sitting there outside eating. When we got done, I got all the plates. The dumpster was just right up about 15, 20 yards away. I started to go up there, and I looked up on the ridge. I said, look at here. Well, there was another guy there. I can't say his name because I didn't get his permission. He got up and walked over, and he saw it too. I said, is that one? He said, yeah, it is. So I went on to, he went back and sat down, and I went on to put that in the trash. The next morning, I looked up there where it was standing, and there was no trees there.
Oh.
So it was a big one. He was about 9 foot tall, standing up there watching us. And this is in a camping area. And then they were shaking the trailer and scratching on it like you do with chalkboard. Then the same thing down at Falk. And I've got a sign that Cindy made for me that's got flashing lights on it. Before we went in the trailer, we turned them lights off. Well, I got up to take her dog out in the middle of the night. Them lights was turned back on after the trailer had shook.
That's funny.
So I said, no matter where we go, they come around. And then show that picture from LBL.
The big one, the green with the tree.
Yeah.
All right.
There's a long story with this one. That right there, I'm standing there, that tree that you see right there, I'm standing just past it, talking to a couple other guys. And all of a sudden I see that. And I said, what in the world? I felt him first. I knew there was one up there somewhere, so I started looking for it. And I seen that, and I said, huh? About that time, it started playing peekaboo with us. Wendell don't care. Wendell was sitting there. Wendell didn't see it, but he was sitting there. And he kept playing peekaboo. I said, there's one right up there. And I'm going to say his name. I know he don't care. Roger was there. I'm always teasing Roger about one being behind him. I said, Roger, there's one behind you. And yeah, he's scared of him. He said, what? He come around there behind me. He said, where? I don't see nothing. I said, it's right up there. And he said, where? Point at it. I don't see nothing. So he got right behind me, looking over my shoulder, and I went like this, pointed at it. And he said, I don't, oh, blank. I ain't saying what he said. And he just took off. He headed up into the woods. And I said, crap, I got a chance. And I pulled out my phone. It's the first time I've ever even tried to take a picture. And took a picture. And he went up in there. Yeah, Sherry, it was. And Sherry saw it too. I didn't know she saw it. She was there with us.
I mean, you can see his leg going all the way down to the ground.
Well, there's, according to a couple people, there's more of them there that's laying down that I didn't see. That was the only one I saw. But Roger went up in there. Well, I took that picture and started to follow him, and I said, wait a minute. And I went to Spencer, and I look here. He grabbed that, and he started up in there, and he seen Roger up in the woods, and he kind of went up in there a little ways. And then he turned around and come back, and he got a tracker.
Wow.
I mean, a real tracker. And they went up in the woods. And Spencer talked, and Roger talked about it on their show. I didn't go on. I let Roger tell about it. Spencer, a lot of people were saying, well, it's just a tree. Spencer said they got up there where that was at, and it was gone. And I took another picture of that at a little bit different angle. I couldn't quite get, I just couldn't remember exactly where I was standing, but it's a little bit of a different angle. But I took another picture, and it's gone in that picture.
Wow.
I saw that. Yeah.
And but they talked about it on the show, and they said there was nothing there. and the tracker followed it up into the woods a little ways. And he was center. He had found a rock that had been turned over that was bigger than a softball, and the moist side was up. Well, I knew where this thing went. It was a 13-year-old, 8-foot juvenile is what it was. I knew where he was at, but I didn't tell them that because I'd done messed up. He was upset with me because I gave him away. And but while they were standing there looking at that rock, I said, "Look right up through there," and you could see his impressions in the leaves, about 4.5 foot apart, where he'd walked up through them leaves. Well, I went on back to camp, and he told me, he said, "It's okay. I know you just got excited, so I'm not upset no more." But he was upset with me because I gave him away. But that was just last month at LBL, and that was at 3:00 in the afternoon.
Wow. Yeah, I heard you on Jessica's show right after that, and you guys were both talking about your experiences up there.
Yeah, she had a bunch too. She was camped at a different spot than we was.
Yeah, she actually got charged. Yeah. I don't know if I've got the nerve to go to LBL. I got strangeness in my own backyard.
LBL's not dangerous. I love it up there. If you respect them, I mean, yeah. Like I said, there is bad ones out there, but for the most part, they're good and they're not going to bother you. That one was watched over me. He was supposed to watch over me, and I'm not saying that to be bragging either. Some people say I'm bragging. No, I'm not. It's just I respect them, and my alpha asks the locals to watch over me. So they do. I mean, they have a network like you wouldn't believe. They mind speak with each other all over.
That's amazing.
And they have a gathering. They have a big gathering. I never can remember. I think Gene said it was the smaller alphas. I mean, like this is the only way I know how to put it. The district alphas will get together once a year, but then the main alphas will get together once a year too. Just like the old time mountain men used to.
Now, they don't mind you talking about them or kind of close to where their location is or anything?
I don't give away their locations at all.
Well, except for, the state.
Yeah, the state. But they're all over this state. I don't care what people says. I've had one pick up my tent and turn it at Honabi. I had one standing outside my tent, rubbing his foot back and forth 2 inches from my head up by Salisaw. I've seen the boys here twice. I've seen Jarman watching my grandsons play, and I've seen them down there of a night. That was daytime. I've seen them of a night down there pestering my son. You've got a picture of that other one with the two dog men in the same picture. That came from southeast Oklahoma. I don't care where you go in this state, they're there.
Right.
They're down at Brown Springs by the Gobs. Down at 20 miles south of here is Chickasaw National Park. They're in it. There's been, I don't know how many reports of them down at Veterans Lake, which is right there at the edge of Chickasaw National Park. That one right there, that was down in southeast Oklahoma.
Southeast Oklahoma.
Yeah, down by Broken Bow.
Yeah, I didn't notice the dogmen. I noticed the face right away, but I didn't see the two dogmen until you pointed it out to us. Me and my son's friend was cooking breakfast, and it was maple bacon. When I'm out in the open like that, I like to cook maple bacon because it'll draw them in. While we were cooking, my son was panning with his camcorder, and then he panned back.
And he got this as it went by the first time. As it come back by, it was gone. That was about 15 yards from where we were standing cooking.
Wow.
Now, do you think the smell of the bacon brought them closer to you, or they're trying
Oh,
to
yeah.
you were cooking, or?
Oh, yeah, I know it did.
Maple bacon.
Maple bacon.
Yeah, I mean, they love bacon, period. But
Yeah,
maple bacon's got a stronger odor than regular bacon.
They'd probably like chocolate covered bacon too.
Probably, I do. I also put cinnamon on bacon when I cook it.
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
That sounds good.
Yeah, I tried garlic one time on bacon, but it was all right, but it just didn't float my boat. So I went back to cinnamon. Anytime I fix bacon, I'll bake it. I cook it in the oven, and I put cinnamon on it.
Wow.
But yeah, they like bacon, and if you're cooking bacon, they'll show up. But they show up anyway. That's what I tell everybody. I said, you don't got to go to the woods hunting. You'll just go camping and have fun. Look at the Sisters of the Moon. They don't go out in the middle of the woods. They just go camp and put up their lights and dance and sing and have fun, and they come around them every time. And they do us. It don't matter where we go. Down at Falk, down at Texas, over at LBL, it don't matter where we go. Before everybody got there at LBL, they were shaking the trailer.
Wow.
And
Oh my goodness.
all you got to do is just go camping and have fun. Yeah, Cody's got it right. She said it is having fun, the energy. And Jean don't leave her house, like she said, and they show up anyway. And they do here. Well, I don't know if y'all were there the last time I was on Jessica's show.
Mm-hmm.
There was all kinds of noises going on back here behind me in the other part of the house, and there's nobody here but me. And there's no animals in the house.
Yeah, I remember that.
There's no animals in the house. My cat's an outside cat.
They wanted to be on the show.
Yeah, they were back behind me back here. And then that bell, they rang that bell when Cindy was here. I've had them come in. I know people don't believe this, but they can get their vibrations right to where they walk through a wall.
Mm-hmm.
I would quit breathing. I'd be laying down and I'd quit breathing, and something come in and blew on the back of my head hard. And woke me up. Another time, I've got the pulls on my dresser, the kind that flip up and down. I'd laid in there and was asleep. Next thing I knew, that thing rattled like you couldn't believe. And I jumped up. I'd quit breathing again. I tried to imitate it. I could not do it. No matter how hard I slapped it, I could not make it ring as loud as they did.
Wow.
They've been in my house. They come in all the time, wake me up when I quit breathing. They do when I'm in a tent. They do if I'm in the trailer.
That's cool.
If you make friends with them, they're going to watch over you and take care of you.
Mm-hmm.
Now, here's another story from Alabama. Gene was involved in it, and another person was involved in it. It's another time they saved my life. Yeah, SS, I've got a CPAP, and I still quit breathing. Now, I was in the tent. It was last June. No, it wasn't. It was last December. I was down there for the Christmas dinner. My tent was here. The creek's running right behind me, about 4 foot from me. My pickup's parked at the end of my tent, so I can run a cord off of the battery to my CPAP or inverter. I've got an inverter to run my CPAP. And then I won't say her name. She don't care. Robin was across the road from me in her tent. Well, I got up the next morning. I'll tell my part of it last. I got up the next morning. I was tending fire, and Robin come across there, and she said, at 1:30 this morning, notice the time. You moaned a few times, so I was going to fix and get up and come check on you, and you quit. So I didn't get up. But right after that, I heard a footstep behind my tent.
Oh.
Well, she no more than got those words out of her mouth, and my phone rang. And I picked it up and I put it on speakerphone so I could hear it because I didn't have my hearing aids. And I said, "Morning, Jean." And she said, "Are you okay?" I didn't say good morning or nothing. She said, "Are you okay?" And I said, "Yeah, why?" And she proceeded to tell me. She said, 1:30 your time this morning, I sat up, couldn't breathe, and my chest was hurting. And I knew it was you. So I asked the big man to check on you.
Thank you,
And
Jake.
then, now here comes my part.
Okay.
I woke up. My CPAP is on the floor of the tent. I'm on an 18-inch air mattress with my head on 2 pillows. So I'm right at 2 foot off the floor of the tent. I woke up. My mouth and nose full of water, my pillow soaking wet, the mask on my CPAP just full of water. And I was choking. I slung that CPAP mask off and spit out the water and started breathing again. And I left part of Robin's out on purpose. And I picked up my phone and looked at it, 1:30. I didn't even put my CPAP back on. I just left it, turned it off and left it. Well, right as I did, turned off the CPAP, I heard footsteps behind my tent. Then what I left out on Robin's, and like I said, I did it on purpose. Right after she heard me moan a couple times and then quit, she heard skaplat, skaplat, skaplat 3 times crossing that creek. That creek's 25 foot across.
Oh.
Well, she got up and went to her tent the next morning, of course. We'd all just got together and found out that all 3 of us at 1:30. Explain that.
Wow. Yeah.
Wow.
She got up and went to her tent and was coming back. She stopped right behind my pickup. She said, "Is that a track?" And I sent that to you, didn't I, Gerald? The picture of that tracks with a tape measure.
I do not have that one.
Okay, I forgot to send it to you. A 22-inch track right behind my pickup.
Oh my. Wow.
And then right next to it, I just walked over to the pickup and looked at it, back at it, and I could see another one a little bit away from it. And then another one even farther away from it. What he did, he walked up there and he stopped like this. And then he spread his legs like this, 3 foot apart. I measured it. And it was kind of back like this. They were, like I said, they were 3 foot apart. His tracks was 22-inch. And he stood there and left impressions in them grass. And I showed everybody the next day. We had the fire pit the next night. And I showed everybody where them tracks was at. So they all saw them. It wasn't just me and Robin. Everybody saw those tracks. I just forgot to send them to you. But at 1:30 in the morning, all 3 of us. Tell me something ain't going on.
Wow.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't explain that.
No, there's no way. And none of us said the time to each other until it was over with. I mean, Robin heard Jean say 1:30, but she'd already told me 1:30.
Wow. That's
Wow.
amazing.
So I know they'll save your life if they respect you.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Now I'll tell you the bad part about it is the reason they're after me down in Alabama, and it's Satan, pure and simple. But it was June. A seer spoke through me to another man. That's the second time it's happened to me. First time wasn't as bad as this one, though. That seer spoke through me and told that guy a lot. It was so bad that two people had to actually hold me up and then help me to a chair to sit down.
Mm.
That's how much energy it drained from me. Well, after that, it started coming after me. It lives between that place and where we were camped at over Christmas. They're only about 20 miles apart. And it's coming after me every time I go to Alabama. And it ain't going to, I'm still going to go. It ain't going to stop me. I got God protecting me. I've got Bigfoot protecting me. He ain't stopping me from coming down there. It's an evil that everybody says there's evil that out at Talladega there is. And it's it. That's what it is. But he's after me now because I interfered with what he was doing. I told the seer, I didn't, the seer did through me.
Okay.
But it's taking it out on me. And it starts with a W and ends with a go. I ain't saying the name because that brings them in.
All right.
Yeah, when I described it to the man, when the seer gave me a picture of it, and when I described it, he said, I know exactly who it is.
Mm.
Wow.
And now it's coming after me because of that. But it ain't going to get me. God's got me.
That's right. We're covered by the blood of Jesus. We are
That's
divinely
right.
protected.
And I firmly believe that. And God's shown it to me over and over. Because if he didn't, I'd been dead years ago. I didn't even think I'd make 30. And look at me.
Yeah,
I lost count. I'm what?
You're only 40 now.
Yeah, I wish. My youngest kid's older than that. Now, I lost count 20 years ago with 125 scars, and I've had I don't know how many since then. I've been too close to death too many times. All that's kept me going is God. And God is not always the one that reaches down to touch you to heal you. He will use other people or other creatures to heal.
We can
just like what do you call them dogs to help with PTSD.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I can't think of the word for it.
A service dog.
Service dog. Yeah, service dog. He uses them to heal people. He uses Bigfoot to heal people. He uses Dogman. Who knows what he uses. Well, he don't always do the work himself.
The Bible always says, be kind because you never know when you're going to be entertaining angels.
Yeah.
Yeah. That, and Coley, y'all hadn't heard that one yet. I just told Coley about it earlier tonight. There's been 3 times now, once a month ago and then twice last week. I would lay down during the middle of the day and I'd wake up and there's just a little bit of light coming through my bedroom curtains. Well, there's a black orb about the size of a volleyball. And the only way I know to describe it is it looks like black dots all in it, just swirling everywhere in it, moving everywhere in it. Every once in a while you'll see a little opening in it. And so the first time I saw it, I said, what in the world? And I jumped up and turned on the light and it was gone. And Cody and I was talking about it earlier, and we didn't know if it's good or bad, but they've never hurt me. So, but she just said something up there a minute ago. I don't forget what she said. That she said that may be what that is. But it's like I said, it's never. I've had spirits in this house as long as I can remember. But
I think a lot
they've
of
never.
people do.
Yeah, they've never bothered me. And my daughter come in here was scared of them. She used a Native American chant and salt and did the whole yard, the house, the whole 9 yards.
Mm.
And she didn't have no more problems with them. But they don't bother me. They never bothered me. I don't know what that is. It's the only part of it that bothers me. They didn't. I think they were just waking me up because I'd quit breathing again.
Mm-hmm.
Because why would I wake up all of a sudden when they're right there in front of me? It's just weird. There's a lot of weird things happening and a lot of things that ain't so weird.
Right.
Have you ever had black helicopters show up in their area and, try to find them or mess with them?
Not here, no. Down in Brown Springs, yeah.
Down around Springs, though. Okay.
Yeah. Brown Springs, LBL, yeah. In fact, we had them going over while we were at LBL.
Now,
We've
do
had them
they
down at Brown
kind of
Springs.
cloak out, or do they go to a different area and hide from them?
I think they just stay where they're at.
Okay. Because, once I started talking, I wanted to get online a few years ago and share our experiences, because I think everybody needs to come out and be bold and share your story, on just everyone share what all we're experiencing. So after a while, I started getting black helicopters after, a certain show or something, and I'm talking about them. And then they went kind of quiet, and I felt really bad. I thought I did something that made them shoo away, and, that I drew black helicopters here. So I'm not sure if they're really fully around here or not, or they're just kind of laying low and being quiet.
Well, that thing about here is they don't live here on my place. I've only got 10 acres left. I've sold down to 10 acres. They don't live here. They live somewhere around. They might live 20 miles away.
Right.
They can be here in 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't actually live here. But they come here and check on me all the time. And they could be living right back here in the woods. Who knows?
Right.
But
Yeah,
I know, right?
White River.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I don't have the closest river here is 10 miles that way.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the Red River is 70 miles away. That's where Brown Springs is at. I do have a river, like I said, 10 miles north of me. Actually, as a crow flies, it's not even that far. But I don't know where they live, but I just know they're close enough to be checking on me all the time. Even now, I know they're down south somewhere. And they're at least, for me to drive even to that area, it's at least an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Right.
But they're close enough that they can be here to check on me constantly, because they are constantly up here checking on me. They'll hit the side of the house just to let me know they're here. Right here, this wall right here on the outside's got black oil all over it where they'd run their fingers down at one time.
Mm-hmm.
And that girl that was here helping me when I had that surgery, I heard it. What in the world? Because it started over there and came all the way across the wall. And I called her in here, and she come in here, and she heard it too. And we went out there and looked, and there wasn't nothing out there. But then I seen all that oil on the walls where they'd run their fingers down it. And it's still there. It's still black where they run their fingers down that wall. They were just letting me know they were here.
Right.
They do it all the time. Now, if I get a stranger every once in a while, the bathroom window's right in there. I'm sitting here, I can look at it, just do that and look out the window. And I'll get a stranger every once in a while that'll go across there or cloak and look in at me. But usually when I get a stranger, I just tell the big man that there's a stranger here, and they'll send him or one of his boys will come up here and run it off. That's like that one. Go ahead.
The thing about this is when you have a personal relationship or connection, they can sense you wherever they're at. They don't have to be right there with you 100%. They could be off somewhere else and know something's wrong or they need to do something, and then they can come. But they keep tabs on you from far away.
They know when I don't feel good. Even baby girl does. They know when I don't feel good. They know when something's wrong. They know when I'm going somewhere, and they'll always have somebody there to watch over me in case something happens, like Alabama or LBL. Twice now at Alabama, something's happened, and they've watched over me. But only that one time was it so bad I had to go to the hospital.
Wow.
But he hit me so hard with infrasound. I didn't even think of it. Like I said, I give Wendell the credit for that. He hit me so hard with infrasound and it knocked me out just to get me to the hospital.
Wow. Oh my goodness.
That's
well, I wouldn't be alive right now if they hadn't.
Right.
Same way with that when they were praying with me. And I love that picture. Man, I love that picture.
Well,
Yeah, it must have been by the time you swapped computers, because I remember him saying that he sent them to you. Yeah. I just got goosebumps. When he showed me those pictures, I just got goosebumps. Like, oh my gosh, I just love those.
I do too. And yeah, well, I ordered it after I got back from about a week after I got back from, no, it wasn't that late. I think 3 days after I got back from LBL, I ordered it. So I've only had it a couple of weeks. I love it. I love both of them, but this one especially.
Yeah, I made the first one, and then I added the dog man to it.
Yeah. If you'll send me both, I'll get them printed out.
To you.
I'll hang that on my wall.
Did you show the other one, or did you just show that one?
I have not shown, not online. I have not shown the other one.
Oh, okay.
But I will.
I love that.
So this is the first one I made.
That's so cool.
And it's even got the Red River in it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's so cool.
I love that.
I just get goosebumps looking at it.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Both of them are good. And like I said, I'll print them out and frame them.
Yep, I'll send them to you. I know Wendell asked for them. So I will get them to you.
Thank you.
We're getting close to 2 hours. I don't want to keep you very long. I don't know how you're feeling, Gary, but I did want to touch on your walking sticks, and because everybody loves your sticks that you make for them, and I wanted to bring that up on the sticks that you make for everybody.
Yeah, you don't have it. You said you don't have that picture, do you?
No, I ended up downloading it while we were talking.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah, you show that and I'll explain it. Now, I got to give credit where credit's due. Oh. Lori poured the gel.
That turned out so cool. Oh.
Yeah, y'all gave me the stones, and I thank you very much for that.
And you actually picked them out. We just sent you pictures, and you said, I want that one, that one, that one.
Yeah. And then Lori poured the epoxy to put them in there.
That turned out so good.
That walking stick is special.
Oh.
It's got worm damage all over it, and it looks like spiders.
Don't say that word around Lori.
The thing about it is, it's cedar, and worms normally do not mess with cedar at all. I don't know how many cedar walking sticks I've made that had no damage on them. Wow. There's one tree at the ranch that's got worm damage, and that come off of it. Well, I always told everybody, I said, yeah, I'll sell it a couple $100, but I don't sell them for that high.
Right.
Well, I had a meeting at the conference last September. She said, can I read that? I said, sure. And I just held it out like this. And she started reading it. She said, this stick is special for you.
Wow.
That is a story. I said, I think that's a story. She said, it is a story. and in time they will reveal it to you. It's in an ancient language. She said, do not get rid of this stick. It is special for you. It will help heal you.
Oh, that's awesome.
And I could feel a small electric current running through me while she was doing it. Well, another guy standing there, he said, can I touch it? And while she was reading it, he reached out and touched it. And man, he jerked his hand back and grabbed his side. It was not a small electric current. It was a jolt that nearly knocked him down.
Wow.
Wow.
This stick turned out beautiful. I love it.
Yeah, turned out gorgeous.
Thank y'all for the stones. I love the way they turned out. And Lori, like I said, Lori's the one that fixed it for me.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we had fun doing it. It leaked everywhere, but I finally got it cleaned back up. I didn't get it fixed right to do it, but yeah, when I'm out and about, I'll use that. I don't use it around town. You know, when I go to Walmart, places like that, I use a regular cane. But yeah, I see, Duke, it's the same river, just in a different area. The Red River runs most of the way across the states, but where Duke was doing those was in Texas. It runs through Texas too. It's actually the borderline between Texas and Oklahoma. He's asking about John Wayne and the Red River. That's where we go. It's an hour and 15 minutes south of here to Brown Springs and Red River. Well, it's 20 miles or 16 miles to pull I-35, and then I-35 it's 72 miles to the Red River.
Oh, okay.
I don't mind giving the general place where I'm at, but I won't tell exactly where I'm at, even though you can find it online, but it won't do you no good because you're not going to see nothing if you come here.
Right. Same here. I mean, we've got certain tree lines that I know where there's certain breaks and this and that. Good luck finding it. There's trees all over these fields. You know, it could be anywhere. So I do not, point the camera and say, "Oh, that's how close it is." They just know it's in the trees somewhere around here.
Yeah.
Even if they happen to go to the right spot, they're not going to show themselves or to them anyway.
I haven't seen them. I mean, I've heard noises. I felt them. I haven't even seen one. So
I've got, I think 4 daytime and 7 nighttime sightings, and then 2 nighttime dogmen and 1 daytime dogman.
I'm still hoping. I mean, I had that audible hello that you've heard that was just in the second driveway. You know, that's by our critter cam that everyone sees at night on their 24/7. And so that was positive. I still have not seen one. I just have experienced other things.
They talk to you all the time. You just haven't learned to recognize it yet.
I wanted to explain that when you were talking about pictures, I know exactly what you're talking about, because when they went quiet a couple of years ago, I know they're kind of quiet now because of our cameras, but I know they're still around. But when they went quiet, I felt concerned. So I went out in the backyard and I meditated really strong. I said, "Are you guys okay?" And I kept asking that. And then I was quiet. They said, "Not safe, not safe." I heard that. Then I saw a picture of a black helicopter. I mean, they showed me what they were concerned on. So I know exactly what you're talking about. They will show you pictures. Yeah.
They will show you pictures. They will talk to you through mind speak. They'll talk to you through out loud too, if you're close enough.
Well, they scared the poop out of me that night. Yeah. When I heard them, hello. Yeah. They scared me. And they felt bad about it. I know. And I felt bad. And I just told them, I said, that was too close. I said,
"Oh, big man." Big man has been pulling pranks on me all my life. And I didn't know it was him doing it until later, but he's been pulling pranks on me all my life. He come up behind me and flipped, back when I had long hair, he come up behind me and flipped the hair on my back of my neck. And I'd just go like that thinking it was a bug, you know, and it was him.
Oh, that's funny.
But no, I ain't told you anywhere near all of it. told
Right.
anywhere near all the shows.
Right.
But
I've shared everything, and we've heard so many weird noises. I've heard them tapping on
Yeah.
our roof. I mean, we've heard all kinds of weird stuff.
yeah,
I just have not seen one. So
well, not everybody gets to see them,
I know.
and it's not anything against you. There might be something wrong with your health that they're afraid to let you see them. Just like the big man. Even though I love him like a father and I know what he looks like and how big he is, he's still afraid it will overwhelm my heart.
Mm-hmm.
So he won't let me see him in real life. Now, one of these days, if I keep improving like I am, he might do it. Yeah, I did get some good news today. I mean, not today, last week. My kidney function is up to 26.
Oh, awesome.
Where it was down to 15, which was almost dialysis. My heart function is from 42% up to 63%.
Oh, everyone pray. We got a huge community. Everyone pray for Gary.
Right.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
Prayers work. Everybody's been praying
does.
for me. Prayers work.
Mm-hmm.
But not everybody knows that. Today's the first day I've told Dad about the heart.
That's awesome. You're gonna improve more.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's they keep working on me. God's keeping me here for a reason. I don't know why, unless
Right.
it's just to tell people how he has helped me, testimony. That's the only reason I know. But everywhere I go, I try to let my light shine, as the Bible says to do.
Mm-hmm. Amen.
That's what it's all about. That and showing that the forest people and the dog men are not all bad.
Right.
Right.
I mean, for years I kept quiet and not said anything, especially when you went to church. You don't bring up Sasquatch and stuff,
No.
And then I found this community, like 5-6 years ago or so, and I went, oh my goodness, there's a bunch of Christians here that believe in cryptids. I'm not the only one.
Now it is unreal how many people believe in Christians in cryptids. They just still won't admit it because they're afraid of being ridiculed.
Exactly. Right.
And that's what I told them on the show, on Cody's show a while ago. I'll say the same thing here before I leave. This channel, Cody's channel, Woodwalkers,
Mm-hmm.
Oddcast podcast. Man, my brain quit working.
Jessica.
Jerry's channel. Any of these,
Mm-hmm.
you will not be ridiculed. If
Right.
you want it, you don't even have to show your face. You can just have your camera on and hide your face, and you will not be ridiculed. One person says anything to be rude, they will get booted.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That is one thing I will not put up with as a moderator.
Right.
If they get rude, they get one warning. They do it again, they're out the door. And y'all know that. You've seen me do it too many times.
And
You're a lot nicer than me. I just kick them out right from the beginning.
Yeah.
I try to give them one warning.
Yeah, Gerald's brutal. He just boots them right away.
But all these channels, Oddcast, Podcast Off the Record, Old Line Cryptids, any of these channels, if you've got a story, you can come on and tell it and not be ridiculed.
Yes.
And it's, Harold's channel too.
Yeah, Harold.
Yeah, Harold.
I can't. The bad thing is he's on a night when I'm already modding so many channels, I can't go to his channel too.
It's getting hard anymore, isn't it? Everybody has channels.
I mean, I got
it's getting to where,
phone, but come on.
it's getting to where I'm on 5 chats every night.
Oh my gosh.
And I don't. Somebody needs to change to a different night. Saturday night's my freest night. I've only got 2.
Yeah, we'll have to remember that when we want to add another night. So
yeah, Cedar Creek Bottoms Farmstead's another good one. But any of them, any of those channels, you can go on them and you will not be ridiculed. You can tell your story and it'll help.
Right.
A lot of people, once they've told their story, they start feeling better about it.
Right.
It starts helping with the PTSD. I am, very few people know this, but I'm going to say it where everybody knows it. My master's degree is in counseling.
Oh,
And that is what a counselor does, is listen. They don't tell you what to do. They listen and give you ideas on how to fix it. And that is how you get through your PTSD, is by talking to somebody. Just like when I was with the American Legion, everybody that was in overseas in war, they had a special group of nothing but veterans that had been to war that they got together to tell their stories to, because they knew they would understand.
yep.
Same here. We have already, all of us have had some kind of, what do you call it, experience. So we understand. It's just the trolls that don't.
Yeah.
And we don't allow that. So you're right, Pyro. If I got rude with somebody, I would boot myself. And I actually do, believe it or not. If I think somebody is full of it and making it their story, I don't boot myself, because I take my responsibility of watching chat serious, but I mute it.
Yeah.
So I basically boot myself. I keep up a chat and mute the speaker to where if I disagree with them, I'm just mute it. Well, to give you an example, there was a guy the other day saying the Bible wasn't real.
Right.
And I listened to him until he started saying that. When he started saying the Bible wasn't real, immediately muted it. I stayed in chat, but I muted it. That's all you got to do. You don't have to be rude. Don't listen. Go to another channel.
Right.
But if you're rude, I'm booting you.
Right.
Yeah, and I seen Gerald boot one the other day, and Jane did too. I timed them out. I timed them out, and you two come back and booted them permanently.
Yeah. Yeah. Pew pew. You're gone.
Yeah.
I've lost track of how many channels we mod for, and I know you mod for tons. I mean, I just lost track. There's so many we mod for.
It's over 30 now. I don't know how many. I've lost track, but it's over
20.
30.
Yeah, ours is in the 20s somewhere, because I counted one time.
But the bad thing is, like I said, Saturday night's the only night I don't have 5 chats up at once. Or if I'm live like tonight, I'm just watching this chat.
And you're still modding. You're being interviewed, and you're still in the chat saying hi to everybody and modding. I love it.
But the point, like I said, the point I'm trying to make is, don't be afraid to come on these channels and talk.
Right.
Because we will not ridicule you, and it will help you.
It does help talking.
And like we've always said, even if you don't want to come on screen, you can don't have to show the video. You don't even have to put your name on the screen.
No.
And you can even just send us an email with your story, and we'll either we'll abide by whatever you say. If you want your name read, we'll read your name. If you want to stay anonymous, we'll just read the story.
Yeah, and that's what I was fixing to say. You don't even have to. You can just call one of us, or get a hold of one of us through chat, and we'll get a hold of you. Just tell the story, but don't hide it. You keep it to yourself. It's just like everything else. Somebody hurts you and you keep it to yourself, it's just going to build up and make it worse.
Right.
So talk to somebody about it. Ask Bearex. Bearex was having a lot of trouble. He talked to me. He talked to Greg House. He talked to 3 or 4 others. And it straightened things out for him. That's the word I was looking for, Bobby. Thank you. Fester.
Yep, it'll fester.
Yeah. Just talk to somebody, and they will, if they can't help you, they'll get somebody that can. That's
It
the
helps
main
you with,
thing.
you get confirmation by sharing your own story, and then someone else might say,
That's right.
you know, it happened to me. Like I heard some weird squeaks two
Yeah.
houses down, sound like an old barn hinge, old wooden barn hinge, the real big ones. There's
Yeah.
nothing over there that would make that squeak. And then all of a sudden I would hear other people, you know, like a year or so later on podcasts talking. I went, oh my gosh, I'm not the only one that's hearing squeaks. It really helps you. It just confirms you that, okay, I'm not hearing weird things after other people are hearing it.
Yeah. There's,
It does help you.
I guarantee you, whatever you're experiencing, somebody out there has experienced it too.
Yeah.
It may not be exactly the same, but it's close enough you can tell it's similar.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And just like my 2 tent experiences, a lot of people's had experiences with their tents. They've been wrapped up in their tents and carried. They've been drug in their tents. I mean, it's just somebody out there has a similar story. So speak out and help yourself and help somebody else. That's the reason I started, was to help other people. For years, I wouldn't even talk about it because of how they treated me over it.
Mm-hmm.
But now I will, because I want to help other people. And the other thing is respect.
Story, I'm sorry, girl. I was going to say, if anyone knows Brian Barber's story about him feeding them.
Oh, right.
And a sweet and low box.
Yeah. Yeah, I might not want to hear Brian's sweet and low box story.
Nice to see you here, Brian. I had to bring up the sweet and low box.
Yeah. The only other thing that I want to say is respect them and they'll respect you.
Yes,
Right.
I agree. And leave their stuff alone. Try not to go in their area, you know, because you don't want them tromping around your place. Yes, respect. Mm-hmm.
Well, we're hitting the 2-hour mark, and I don't want to keep you a lot longer. I want you to get some rest, and
Yes.
I know your throat's getting dry, and
also mine. I can tell you. We all need a break.
I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all letting me try to help other people. And y'all, I love y'all's channel. You know that I was tickle pink when y'all come back on Sunday nights. I can't do the late nights. But this time, usually I'm out.
Yeah, we know we start the Night Owl Lounge on Fridays at 10 p.m. So it's late for most people, but there's a lot of people that like to stay up late. So we do too. So it helps out.
Yeah. I'm just not physically able to stay up late anymore. But I'm getting there.
Yeah, Tim Mothman, good to see you. Where have you been hiding?
Yeah.
You scared me when I saw you in chat. Like, who's that blue guy? Oh, it's Tim Mothman.
He come in a long time ago.
Yeah. Or as Coley calls him, Tim Mouthman.
I cheat. I call him Kenneth Man.
Don't go anywhere, Gary. We want to talk to you just for a few minutes before we let you go. But we'll just say good night to everybody in chat. We love you guys. Thank you for coming out for Gary and hanging out with us. And we just love you guys all to death.
And Jackie just came in from New Zealand. Yeah, you got to start over, Jackie.
Yeah, you got to rewatch it. It was great.
Well, thank you everyone for joining us, and we'll probably see you in 2-3 chats a day, Monday through Friday. And
one more thing.
Yeah.
What's that?
The second Monday of every month on SNX Radio, we have a panel now.
Yep.
Lori, Bigfoot fans, Keith
Cindy
from Michigan, and myself, and Cody. So be sure, and it's at
it'll be a week from tomorrow, right? Not tomorrow.
On the
11th. Tomorrow.
On the 11th. It's the second Monday of every month. Everybody be sure. Come watch those shows. You can learn a lot. It won't be just me doing all the talking.
Oh, boy. Well, thank you, everyone. Thank you, mods. Thank you, Gary, for just being the best mod in this community. Everyone just loves you. Like I said, we will see everyone around in other people's chats. And
So make sure you go out and support all the channels we mentioned tonight.
Yep.
Jester the Cryptid Huntress, Woodwalkers, Coley, SNX Radio.
Really?
Who
Oop,
else
wrong
was
one.
there?
Wrong one. Where'd you go? Darn it. Hold on.
Big-
Before we
Bigfoot
go,
Dwarf.
is that for real? Can we actually say happy
Yeah.
birthday for real?
Yeah, it's for real. Her birthday.
All right.
So it won't be a joke. All right. Well, happy
No.
birthday early. I know Coley's is coming up too.
Nicole's is 7th.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Coley's is
coming
coming up. And so Lori's having a real one. Oh my. Well,
Hey,
happy birthday.
get
to
that.
anybody.
Did you hear that? 7-Eleven.
Oh, 7-Eleven. Convenient.
7-Eleven. Craps. 7-Eleven.
Oh, well, thank you everyone for joining us. This was a great show. We finally got Gary on. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
All right.
All
That just
right.
took 2 years.
Yeah. It seems like it anyway. I don't know how long it's been, but it seems like it was
It's
2
been a
years.
while. Yeah.
Well,
All
once again, thank you, everybody. Make sure you go out and check everybody else's channels that we mentioned tonight in
Come
the
on.
show. And make sure you tune in to Coley's show and SNX Radio for Gary and Lori and Cindy and all them that's going to do the panel show with Coley. So look forward to that. And other than that, we will see you guys Friday night, unless we pop up on somebody else's show. You never
Right.
know. We might just be a guest on somebody else's.
Yeah, you're always on Jessica's.
Yeah, Jessica loves us for some reason. I don't know.
Yeah.
Loves
everybody.
her. We love her too.
All right, so much love, everyone.
All right. Good night, everybody. Keep looking up.
And keep your vibrations high.
All right. Good night. Love you all.